So, Yvan,
First of all, good morning, everybody. Okay.
Thank you. In an interview with Elite Traveler, you mentioned your Italian background. Temperamentally, do you feel more Italian or more Swiss? And how is it reflected in your everyday life?
No, it's like yin and yang. Sometimes I'm Italian, sometimes I'm Swiss. I'm more Italian when I do creation. I'm more Swiss when I go to the watchmaking part, in the inside of the watch. So in fact, I'm both, really both, and I feel really both nationality in me.
And I was wondering, how does a mathematician wind up in the watch world, and what skills does a mathematician bring to the watch world?
Now, what is nice with mathematics, if you have a clear question, you have a clear answer, which is not the case in everyday life. But in watchmaking, what is good is with mathematics, you have to do hypotheses. So for example, for my brand, Artya, the hypotheses are like, nobody wants the same watch than his neighbor. Then the second one is, I want to make unique watches, but I want to make them very different in an accessible price range. And then how can I do that? What do I know well? So art I know well, so I found a process, through an art process, to make the case unique and the dial unique. So I only do unique watches. But all this has been possible through like mathematics hypothesis. When you have the problems, you try to find how can I solve the problems, so you make hypotheses. And okay, it's a niche brand, nobody did this ever before, and to do so, you just think how I can do, and then you go from it.
What about the lighting?
Okay, that's it. The lighting process, in fact, it was a way to make every single case unique. You know, we used to use screws in the watchmaking industry that were going into fire to get blue. We say blue screws, but never ever we did anything else than the screw. I was the first to bring more than the screw, the whole case, through heat. And I wanted fire, but okay, what fire? One was the sun, but the sun is not easy to handle, I would say. The second one was possible like Olympic flame, but it's not interesting. And the best for me was really the lightning. Lightning is the beginning of life on Earth, it was through lightning. So I wanted my brand to be born with a lightning process, which is the beginning of my brand. And the lightning process, you really have to see the movie on my internet site, artya.com. Really sculpt the case. So every single case is unique, not only in its colors, in its shape, in its style, and this is fantastic. And all of a sudden, if I would have gone through a normal process of doing cases, it would have been so costly. Now I do cases, Swiss cases, fantastic, and then I go through this lighting process, and they are unique, fabulous.
Thank you. Is there anything you miss about Romain Jérôme?
Oh no, now I'm free. I don't have an investor to tell me anything. I'm really free to do, and I think this is fantastic, and that's why I can be so creative and make like this year I think we have delivered 800 watches, each being completely different from the other one, 800 ideas, so that's close to more than 2 a day of completely new watches, and this is really fabulous. This is really, I'm happy with this. With a fantastic team and a great location close to my home, no, very good.
Yeah, so next question is, how would you describe your current situation, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of being an independent watchmaker? I think you just answered it.
Yeah, you know, I have another brand called Black Belt, blackbeltwatch.com, and I think this is really my values, which are written behind the watch. So you have to have courage to make your own brands, especially now in a crisis situation. You have to invest not only passion, work, and money to make it happen and be different. If I would try to do something like Vacheron Patek, I would be not only 400 years late, but doing the same than somebody who does it since 400 years. So no, I'm very happy to be independent, but it's not an easy way. It's a daily fight, but I like to fight.
How do you outsource your movement? Do you outsource your movements?
Of course, yes. I think 620 watch brands have the Swiss-made stamp, and maybe only 5 do their own movements. So of course, I have the chance to know and to work with some of the best watchmakers in this planet. So together we work, we design, and we develop, and we construct some new movement. and the one of this year, which is fantastic, is a calendar perpetual calendar. The one of last year was a tourbillon, skeleton tourbillon with electric part in it. So yeah, I love this part of the job.
Materials have always figured predominantly in your creations. What surprises does the future hold for Artya fans now that you've shredded Euro banknotes?
Yeah, that's the last one. Many surprises. I still have a lot of things happening. And yes, material is important. There is a trend for new material. I have a trend for more emotionally filled material. So it can be rust, it can be light metal, it can be euros, it can be dinosaur dome, it can be many different things in the material.
And my final question is, how are your online sales doing?
No, very good in fact, and that's a good surprise of it. I think the business model is interesting to be with only unique pieces. They are first offered to my retailers. The one that they didn't buy, I can put on my internet site. And this is no competition with any retailers worldwide because it's unique. There is none of this one anywhere else on the planet. No discount is given. Also for the retailers, they need to give a discount because it's unique. And then very well for all the new collection, which I call Black Belt Spirit. This is a name, a line done for the people who have the value of the Bushido and don't need to practice martial art. But it's watches which retail only for $300. I designed this and I made it, and they retail very well. Yes, and through internet is one of the best sellers.
Thank you very much.
You're more than welcome. Thank you.